All right, man. Torture Talk After Hours. You know what it is. So look, man, we're gonna check in with this dude here. Sometimes I like his take, sometimes I don't. But I seen the video, so I clicked it. He said Kendrick is scared. Um, yeah. So we're gonna get into this, man. So let's get it. Torture Talk After Hours. You know what it is. All right, man. So let's go.
What's popping, y'all? The Kendrick stands, they're demonstrating that even whilst winning a beef, they can somehow find a way to mess it up. Because if you haven't been paying attention, as of late, and this all started several months ago, but Joey Badass, the gem, I would say, of New York, really the last man standing when it comes to being able to not only do do classic like boom bap type raps, also incredible lyricist, but make hits like Devastated, for instance, which he got a lot of criticism.
I know this guy. He covers hip hop a lot. I see him covering hip hop a lot, but sometimes I think he don't know what the hell he be talking about. Like, I hate when dudes do stuff like this. When they try to say that they don't care about mainstream music or mainstream hip hop, but then they always try to add in the fact that somebody got to make hits for them to actually be noticed. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't like when he does stuff like this. For you to sit here and say that Joey is basically the last man standing, he's on like, and you're just totally overlooking people like Dave East, people like RJ Payne, people like Ransom, people like Griselda. Like, you gotta be out your damn mind, boy. Like, you gotta be out your mind. And then when you defend, or when you basically defend Kendrick, somehow you gotta be a Kendrick stan. It's like, nah, I just think that what you're saying is a bunch of garbage sometimes. It's not that people are Kendrick stans. It's crazy.
For, but also consistently dropping great albums and doing some writing work and melodies and things like that, like Rockstar. He started going at TDE rappers, and really, he also started going at Kendrick Lamar too, but more of like a sport type deal. And Ray Vaughn, who was a TDE signee, as well as Daylight, who's a TDE affiliate with J Rock. A lot of stories with Daylight. It's not that they don't add up, you just don't know what to believe or what not to believe. And excuse my voice, I was sick like past couple of days, but I need to record. Like, I'm itching. I'm itching. I love to do this. So we're here anyway. With that being said, Joey Badass, he addresses Ray Vaughn. And I said this a couple of months ago where I said, man, Joey is doing a big favor for these guys in that these guys are coming up. I love TD.
Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. I hate when dudes do stuff like this. So let me get this right. So now Joey's doing people a favor because he had came out and dissed them. Because these guys ain't nowhere good. They ain't big. Nobody likes these. Bro, listen, man. Let me explain something to you. We know Joey Badass. Joey Badass. But Joey Badass isn't that big, bro. I hate to break it to you. He's just known now because there are not a lot of rappers that are in New York that are jumping in this. That's it. Because I'm telling you, if Griselda got into this, and if Dave East and the rest of them dudes got into it, 38 Special, he would get overlooked very fast. Very fast. I think that he took this opportunity to jump out the window because he probably felt like nobody else was going to do it. And it sparked the movement. I will give him that. But for you to sit here and say that he's doing these guys a favor as if they like, bro, come on, bro. Daylight wrote back to back. Shut up. Like, what are you talking about?
for their development of artists, but he doesn't have to address these guys. He's way bigger than them. Now, some people will say Kendrick doesn't have to address Joey, and sure, you can make that argument. But right now, Joey's been packing these guys up. Like, it's been decently competitive.
How can you be such a hypocrite in the same sentence? This is amazing how you could be a hypocrite in the same sentence. You said that Joey Badass is way bigger than these guys, right? And then in the same breath, you said he don't have to respond to them. But then you said that some people will say Kendrick is bigger than Joey Badass. So why would Kendrick respond to Joey Badass off of your own logic? Off of your logic, why would he respond to Joey if he's bigger than him? Just like you're saying that Joey's bigger than them. Why would he respond? Now, I'm not saying that Kendrick shouldn't respond, but I'm just saying off of your logic. This is why I said sometimes you put a mic in front of some of these dudes, and don't get me wrong, I'm criticizing him right now, but there's a lot of stuff that he said that I actually like, and I think that he's making some great points. Excuse me, but this point here is retarded. I'm just going to be honest. It's a stupid point. And honestly, I think that me looking at the video title, it's clickbait. Because you know Kendrick ain't scared of no Joey Badass. Like, come on, bro. You can't be serious. Like, stop it, bro. Like, cut it out.
But Joey's been winning. And what I said, it was in response to this tweet where he says that I think that Kendrick Lamar responds to Joey Badass. I don't think he's going to let it slide. And I'm going to play you guys that clip that they're referencing. And then I'm going to give you my opinion where I believe this has to happen.
I think if you knock at the door hard enough, he might answer.
I think that's the prediction I want to make. I think that Kendrick actually responds here. And I don't think it's going to be in a direct track. I don't think that we're at that stage of this. But as the year goes on, I think we're going to get maybe possibly a GNX Deluxe, possibly some new Kendrick features. Whatever the case may be, I feel like there's going to be an opportunity that opens up for Kendrick to swing. And I think he will. Whether that be completely...
Listen, man. I'm going to put it to you like this. I would like for Kendrick Lamar to respond, but I'm going to be honest with y'all, and I'm just going to be 100% honest. Joey hasn't done enough, and I'm being honest. He hasn't done enough in this realm of battling for Kendrick to respond to him. That's what I'm going to say. He hasn't done enough. Let's be clear here. There are other people that Joey Badass can actually battle or go after besides going after Kendrick. But see, the issue is, and this is just what I believe, I know that Joey knows that if he comes at Kendrick, 9 times out of 10, he's going to get the attention he wants, but not from Kendrick, from everybody else. How about you go at Freddie Gibbs? Won't you battle him? Won't you go at him? Won't you keep going at Daylight? Go at Rayvon. Go at them. Battling Kendrick, I mean, I don't understand why people want to end their career so fast. I don't. I think he's just doing this because he know Kendrick is not going to respond. But let's keep it going, man.
Name dropping Joey or some type of subliminal, I think Kendrick ends up responding because, again, with all of these claims and these attempts, I don't think Kendrick is gonna let it just slide, bro.
No,
he's too competitive.
He is too competitive.
He's way too competitive. Right now, he's at the top of the pyramid, and people are gonna look at it as a sign of weakness if he doesn't say anything. But let me ask you this. I think this is something that all of hip hop would want, right? Another battle just for the sake of the sport. If we do get graced with this battle between Joey and Kendrick, is it evenly matched? Then
Man, come on, bro. What are we talking about, bro? Y'all really want to? This is how desperate y'all are. Like listen, bro. I'm gonna put it to you like this: Drake is 100 times bigger than Joey Badass, right? I would even go as far as saying Drake raps better than Joey Badass. And when someone writes his raps, he raps better. People could say whatever they want. I don't care. Drake raps better. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, Drake raps better than Joey Badass. When you talking about the timestamp records, no. Joey Badass don't rap better than that. No. Kendrick Lamar mopped the floor with Drake, and he was about to mop the floor with J. Cole, and none of y'all can tell me that y'all think Joey Badass is lyrically better than J. Cole. You're crazy. He was about to smoke him too. So y'all telling me that y'all want to see a battle between Joey? I would rather see a battle with J. Cole and Kendrick before I would actually see a battle with Joey. Again, Joey's doing this for attention. If he gets Kendrick to respond just a little bit, then he can go OD. That's what he's looking for. But me personally, I would like for Kendrick to smoke everybody that say anything about him, but I just don't think he's a formidable opponent for Kendrick to actually battle. I don't. Y'all might like him. And to be honest with you, this dude literally didn't rap for years and then come out of nowhere. Now everybody's talking about him like he's the greatest thing since a door with a door handle. I don't understand it. This is crazy.
where could you see it going? Do you think it'd be too easy for Kendrick? Do you think that it would be like neck and neck between them?
I think it's interesting, right? Because there's a lot of people that, sort of viewed Kendrick Lamar's music in a different way after the battle. So I don't know if it's going to be easy. Like with the Drake thing, I feel like people already had the assumption from based on what I was reading in comment sections that Drake was going to lose that.
Mm-hmm.
People were like, dude, like I had people asking me, why are you even making videos on this? Like it's already done. It's decided. I think what's tricky about this situation for Kendrick, and I don't think it's a big hurdle, but it's like, now you're facing someone like a Pusha T level lyricist. Now you're facing like an assassin.
I personally don't.
Yo, you niggas is bugging, yo. Yo, bro, like I can't believe this, bro. Y'all really out here doing this? Y'all really doing this? This is unbelievable, bro. I'm telling you, all of these non-rappers. Listen, I'm a lyricist, I'm a rapper, but I be listening to these dudes who I know don't rap, and they talk about stuff like they actually know. Listen, bro. You're saying that Joey is on a Pusha T level of lyricism is wild. I'm telling you, I believe Joey he's in the B class of lyricists. He's not in the A class. Kendrick is in the A class. He's in the A class. You know what I'm saying? J. Cole, A class. Freddie Gibbs, A class. Pusha T, A class. Ransom, A class. Benny the Butcher, A class. He's not in that class, bro. I would say Daylight is in the A plus class. Absol A plus class. You know what I'm saying? He's not even in that class. For you to say that you believe that he's the same lyricist as Pusha T, that's crazy work. Like, come on, bro. I can't believe that. This is wild.
I think Kendrick's gonna respond. And I did say if Kendrick Lamar doesn't respond to Joey Badass, he's a loser. Joey's voluntarily taking on a 20v1 against runts, like the people you gotta knock off to get.
Listen, it's not like everybody came outside to battle Joey. You know what I'm saying? He says something and they're defending their coast. It's not like they just went after him and it was a 20v1 No, it is a 20v1 because he went and punched, he swung at a crowd and they jumped him. That's what happened. This is not, oh, it's a 20v1 because they all coming at him for no reason. No, he started it. So he deserves everything he gets. That's just that. And you saying Kendrick is a loser if he don't respond. If you ain't make it past Daylight, which you would never make it past him, why would Kendrick have to respond? Now, again, I think that Kendrick should battle everybody. But looking at this from a logical standpoint, why would Kendrick respond to someone who can't even barely get past Ray Vaughn? And y'all can say y'all think Ray Vaughn lost. I think it's a draw, if you ask me. I don't think his songs were way better than Ray Vaughn. I think Ray Vaughn, the Crash Out John, was crazy. I think that he beat Joey in that. I think that Joey came with the finals. That was fire. Ray Vaughn last John was fire. It wasn't like, oh man. Some people say they got Joey edging it. I don't think so. I think it's a draw. If you look at it down the middle, it's a draw to me because Joey rapped the same on all those beats. He had 3 joints and he rapped the same. Ray Vaughn rapped like 3 different ways. So, and he had bars. So I think if I had to give it to somebody, it'd probably be Ray Vaughn. If I had to, you know what I'm saying? I know sometimes I might give it to Joey one day, but it's a draw down the middle. But Daylight is a whole different monster. You can't make it past Daylight. What makes you, why would Kendrick come, even though I think Kendrick will say something, but like, I'm not like, Kendrick's a loser. He's a loser because he don't say nothing to Joey. Get them. You niggas is
The
tripping.
gym leader in Pokemon. And I don't say runts to say that these people are not talented or skilled or formidable foes. They are, but they're just in the way. That's all they are. There is zero benefit to Joey Badass's career for knocking off Daylight and Ray Vaughn because at a certain point, this is also a commercial game. It is. I don't care what people say. Or I don't care what people try to say to themselves and lie, because we all care about the commercial aspect of it to a degree. There's varying degrees. It's like a slider. And then the Kendrick stands come out, and you would think that they'll be like, yeah, of course, like Kendrick would wash Joey. What are you talking about? Yeah, he'll get to him, but he's gonna respond. No. Some people are saying, yo, what? Like, why would Kendrick even respond to Joey? What? And then some people saying like, nah, he doesn't deserve a what? And this is where they showed their cards. And it's quite an embarrassment, to be honest.
Again, I love this guy take sometimes, but sometimes I think he wake up and fall off the bed and hit his head on the floor. You know what I'm saying? You literally said in the beginning of what you was talking about, you said that why would Joey Badass respond to these guys? And then you just said that Kendrick Stans would say the same thing. So what are you saying? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. I think your logic is you just want to have something to say about Kendrick, in my opinion. I'm not a stan. I'm just telling you what I think and from what I see from the outside looking in. You literally do this a lot. You look for reasons to say somebody or call somebody out their name. Oh, you a stan, or you a glazer, or you this and that. I noticed this because I watch a lot of your content and you do this all the time. Oh, the Kendrick stans will say this, or the Kendrick stans. Bro, it's not even about that. It's just some of your takes be so off the wall. It's like you contradict yourself in your own sentence. Like, what are we talking about here? You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. I understand that, you know, maybe you believe Kendrick should respond to Joey Badass, but some people would say, okay, I don't think he should. That don't make them a stan if they believe he shouldn't respond. Some people thought that about Drake. Some people thought that about Kendrick and Drake. Some people thought that about Drake and Kendrick. Some people thought that about J. Cole. Does that make them a stan? No. Like, if people say, well, I don't think that it's a good idea for Kendrick to respond to Drake. or he don't have to. And honestly, to be honest with you, he's still in a war with Drake. Y'all might say it's over, but for some people, it's not. Ask Drake and ask Kendrick. They're still going back and forth. It's just, I don't know. It's just, to me, sometimes I feel like it's because a hungry rapper comes in the game, or he comes up, and Joey Badass comes up and he says something. And I think that if people say, I don't think Kendrick should respond to him, you would say, oh, that's something that a stan would say. But my thing is, okay, why? Like so what you think? Kendrick can't beat Joey? That doesn't make sense. Like, y'all, what are y'all saying? Y'all saying Kendrick Lamar can't rap better than Joey?
Now, you got some like delusional Drake stands, very, very few, but the Kendrick stands here, they disappointed me, because you should be like Kendrick Lamar said himself, I'm what the culture feeling, and he wants to like bring hip hop to its, not its roots, but like the authentic hip hop. And what better is that than a respectful beef? Like Joey, I think Kendrick Lamar is a little bit concerned with Joey Bada, and people are saying he's on tour. People didn't give Drake any.
I'm about to turn this John off. I'm about to turn this off, bro. Bro, how do you know that? How do you know that? What evidence do you have that you believe that Kendrick Lamar is concerned, a little bit concerned about Joey? What evidence do you have? Maybe he has some evidence. Let me see if he has some evidence. I need to see this. I need to see if he has some evidence. You know what I'm saying? I really do. Like, given the fact that all the material Kendrick ever did, all the battling he'd been doing all his life, he been battling for years, and then he went into music. All the stuff he'd been doing, I need to hear why you believe. What evidence do you have of this? Maybe you have some evidence. Let me run that back.
Is that then a respectful beef? Like Joey, I think Kendrick Lamar is a little bit concerned with Joey Bada, and people are saying he's on tour. People didn't give Drake any grace when he was on tour. Whenever he did anything, they didn't give him any grace. But they're using all those excuses for Kendrick Lamar. Why is that? And regardless of what people say, Drake gave an opportunity to Kendrick Lamar to elevate his career. And I'm not saying that Kendrick Lamar...
This guy here, bro. This guy here, you know what I love about people like this? They try to act as if they play both sides, and then they lure you in, and then they hit you with the backhanded fake out. Okay, yeah, you really are a Drake stan. I'm starting to see this now. I'm starting to see that you would say certain things, but I'm starting to see that you really are, like, you try to play both sides, but it's not working. It's not working. Bro, I can't believe that this guy said that Drake literally basically built Kendrick's career. How? How was that? Because they went on tour together one time? Bro, I hate when people do this. It's like they make things something that's so minuscule, or something that's just, it might be big, but how is he responsible for his whole career, or making his career bigger than what? Like, come on, bro. You can't be serious. This is so annoying. It really is.
Why is that? And regardless of what people say, Drake gave an opportunity to Kendrick Lamar to elevate his career. And I'm not saying that Kendrick Lamar's current success, his stadium tour, GNX, all of these songs, Drake is responsible for his success. No, but he gave him the opportunity to perform. He gave him the stage.
Bro, what does that have to do with anything? Oh my God. Okay, all right. You right about the other part. Maybe I should have listened more to what you said. You were right about that. And I'll even concede to that part. But for you to sit here and say that in so many words that he gave him an opportunity, you're trying to cherry pick to make it seem like Kendrick Lamar wasn't nothing. He was doing, bro, he did a tour before he went on tour with Drake. Like, what are we talking about, bro? Like, cut it out. You know what I'm saying? And because Drake put him in front of people, that doesn't mean anything, because Drake put a lot of people in front of people and they haven't been successful off of that. So you can't sit here and use that. So, oh yeah, he put him out there. He gave him opportunity. Well, Lil Wayne gave him an opportunity. If we want to go down this opportunity road, we could do that. But it just sounds crazy to me what you're talking about.
He said, hey, this is the boxing ring. You can hop in here with me. It's similar to how Floyd gave the opportunity for Conor McGregor to get in that boxing ring and make a huge bag. Granted, it's not a one-to-one comparison, but it's still there. And Drake, if Drake didn't address Kendrick Lamar and just kept throwing subs, nobody would have cared. It would have had zero effect on Drake's career. Some people might have said he's ducking. Some people might have said, man, what is he going to address him for? People would have made excuses for Drake, saying like, yo, Drake.
Turn this joint off, bro. Enough is enough, bro. I can't do this no more. I'm not listening to this dude no more. This dude is the only dude that gets me. He gets under my skin with some of his takes, because a lot of times I know he just being hyperbolic, and he's sitting here saying some things and act as if like he's so much on other people's side, but he's really a Drake fan. Like, bro, every time I listen to this dude, he does the same thing. He's the same one trick pony dude. He does it all the time. Oh, yeah. Somehow this turns into a Kendrick and Drake thing where Drake helped Kendrick so much, and Kendrick didn't. He wouldn't have. He got the opportunity, and Drake would have never. This dude, he literally just said that if Drake was still subbing Kendrick, nobody would have cared. What are you talking about? The first person shooter, like that. When Kendrick did like that, Drake's career was basically already on a downward spiral. And then on top of that, you're basically when you're saying that, you're basically saying the reason why Kendrick won the battle is because Drake responded and he lost. So you trying to say that, well, if Kendrick gives Joey Badass a chance and Joey Badass win, Joey Badass could not beat Kendrick in a battle. Come on, bro. Y'all gotta know better. Y'all gotta know better. I just don't get it. But I'm done with this, bro. I'm done. I'm done with this dude, bro. I'm done. But yeah, if I see another title and it's something that I'm interested in, yeah, but I can't do this dude no more. I can't do his videos no more. He's annoying, bro. All right, man, I'm out of here. See y'all. Peace. Talk after hours. You know what it is.